Salvete omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and it's time to finish up Snowy Summit with Snowy Summit 4. Yeah, we're back above ground. No water or caves to deal with here. They do have an invincible, or multiple coin block that, well, generally results in me not getting very many coins because of the ice physics. And we have spikes. These enemies appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3 and 3.7. We also have these piles of snow on the ground which actually slow your movement and make you jump not as high. Nice touch, that, really. I mean, I've noticed in snow and ice levels, generally the ice tends to be the focus point of such environments. I don't often see level gimmicks based around snow. Well, I guess the snow piles that did that were also in New Super Mario Bros., so it's something. Finally, a power-up. That was an awfully long time without one. Whoa, should not have jumped there. Did I just slide right through that snow pile? So yeah, it looks like basically this level is Snowy Summit 1 with spikes, and now we have nippers. Also from Super Mario Bros. 3. They're stationary until you get close to them or try to jump over them, and then they'll jump up and try to nip you. And then they'll start moving around and following you, and once again still trying to nip you, so... Well, I notice we don't seem to have Chuck the evil snowball throwing guy anymore. Which I suppose is good, because nippers and spikes are generally easier to deal with than them. Haven't seen any Venus fire traps either. Be very careful. Well, there's one, I figured. Be careful around the snow piles, because you do not want to get stuck in one of those when you have something like a spike or nipper after you. Or spikes. Yeah, see, they throw those spiky balls at you, but if you can defeat them before they get a chance to attack, they go down just as easily as, say, a Goomba. Wait, where did the shell go? What the heck? That's weird. Once again, you want to be careful with your jumps, because of slipperiness. Wow, I only got 3 Yoshi coins? Well, where were the other 2? I noticed I didn't go into any bonus rooms in that level, so it's entirely possible I just overlooked them, or they were in pipes and I didn't go down the pipes the right way. I thought I checked every pipe, but... Anyway, now we're in Wendys Castle. And it's still slippery. The gimmick of this level, or at least the first part of it, is on and off switches, and blocks that will either be solid or not solid, depending on whether the switch is on or off. Looks like you need a cape to hit that one. Fortunately, I have one this time. But of course, if I die... Beetles. I actually prefer the Super Mario World, or Super Mario World's Thwomp design to Super Mario Bros. 3's, but eh. Oh hey, invisible coin block. I think even the switch blocks are slippery, because, like I said, slippery level flags don't discriminate. Guys, and no more cape. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Now this one you want to be careful about timing, because you'll fall through, and obviously you don't want to do that when the thwomp is directly under you. Actually, just be careful near the... More careful than that. God dang it, and I missed the falling thwomps in general, just because of the ice physics, and the fact that when trying to trigger them, you can just slide right into them. Oh, this room. In this room, the blocks switch when you spin jump. So, well, that was dumb. Also, it's very easy to forget not to spin jump in areas like that. Yeah, fortunately, regular jumping doesn't trigger the change. I think there's a gimmick like this used in SNWCP, but I might be thinking of a different hack. Not that one should use the first SNWCP as a standard of what to do in your hacks, but... Whoop. Didn't actually need to spin jump there. Normal jump, spin jump, and... yeah. If you spin jump everywhere, you're just gonna get into trouble. As I demonstrated last time I lost a life. So, don't try to take an action without thinking about it. Trap the thwomp. But unfortunately, it doesn't last because, well, you need to have the blocks red to get past there. And that was poor timing. Whoa. Drop the bony beetle down the bottomless pit. And I actually can't remember how Wendy fights in this game, so let's see. Yeah. Well, you don't jump on her for... Dang it. That was careless. Yeah, it looks like Lemmy, you're not supposed to jump on her. Why she's throwing Birdo eggs, I don't know, but... those are what you need to defeat her. Actually, it seems like she fights very similarly to Lemmy. Like, it's practically the exact same attack pattern. If anything, she's easier than Lemmy because the projectiles that you have to jump on to throw at her just go in a straight line instead of bouncing diagonally. Bye-bye, Wendy. You're easy. And we have so much time left that... yeah, 552 units. I guess that's one problem with the multi-midway point patch is... it doesn't lend itself well to... timers. I never use the timer in my hacks, so... it doesn't tend to affect me as much, but... anyway, this is a World 7 submap, and we're not going to worry about that until next time, so... I'll see you then.